For years, people have been told the key to financial success is simple: spend less, save more, and slowly build security over time. While saving money is important for stability and emergencies, many people are discovering that saving alone is no longer enough to build real wealth in today's economy. Inflation quietly reduces purchasing power, living costs keep rising, and money sitting still often grows too slowly to create long-term financial freedom. Today we will talk about saving money is terrible advice. Do this instead, so before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. 10. Most people are told saving money is the key to wealth from childhood. People are taught the same financial lesson over and over again. Save your money. Spend less, avoid unnecessary purchases, and put cash aside for the future. On the surface, this sounds responsible and practical. And to some extent, saving does matter. Emergency funds and financial discipline are important parts of stability. But the problem begins when people believe saving alone is enough to create real wealth. In modern economies, simply storing money without a larger strategy often leads to slow financial progress. Many people spend years trying to save more while never realizing that the financial system rewards growth, ownership, and compounding far more aggressively than cash sitting still. 9. Inflation quietly punishes idle cash. One of the biggest problems with relying only on saving is inflation. Every year, the purchasing power of money slowly declines as the cost of living increases. Food, housing, healthcare, transportation, and daily expenses become more expensive over time. If your money grows slower than inflation, you are effectively losing value even while technically saving more dollars. This is why people often feel frustrated despite being financially disciplined. Their savings account balance may rise slowly, but the real-world buying power behind that money shrinks gradually in the background. 8. Banks benefit more from your savings than you do. Most traditional savings accounts pay relatively low interest compared to the profits banks generate using deposited money. Banks lend out capital, invest funds, and operate entire financial systems using customer deposits while paying savers minimal returns in many cases. In simple terms, your money often works harder for the bank than it works for you. Wealthy individuals understand this dynamic differently. Instead of leaving large amounts of cash sitting idle for decades, they focus on putting money into productive assets capable of generating long-term growth. 7. Cutting small expenses rarely creates major wealth. Many financial discussions focus heavily on reducing tiny daily expenses. Skip coffee, avoid takeout, cancel subscriptions, spend less on entertainment. While controlling unnecessary spending is useful, there is a limit to how much wealth can be created purely through cutting expenses. You can only reduce spending so far before it starts affecting quality of life significantly. Income growth and asset ownership, however, have far greater upside potential. Financial progress usually accelerates not when people become obsessed with extreme frugality, but when they increase earning power and invest strategically. 6. Wealth is usually built through ownership. One of the biggest differences between financially struggling households and wealthy individuals is ownership. Wealthy people often own businesses, stocks, real estate, intellectual property, or investments capable of appreciating over time. These assets generate income, compound in value, and create financial leverage. Saving cash alone rarely produces the same long-term effect, because cash itself does not compound meaningfully without being invested into productive systems. Ownership is what allows money to begin working independently of direct labor hours. 5. Your income has more growth potential than your budget cuts. Many people spend enormous energy trying to save tiny percentages of income while ignoring the much larger opportunity of increasing earnings. Learning valuable skills, building businesses, investing, negotiating income, or creating additional revenue streams can dramatically improve financial outcomes over time. This does not mean reckless spending is wise, but it does mean that focusing entirely on minimizing expenses can distract from higher impact financial growth opportunities. 4. Investing allows time to multiply wealth. One of the most powerful forces in finance is compounding. When investments generate returns, and those returns continue generating additional returns over long periods, wealth can grow exponentially. This process works best with time. Saving money alone usually grows linearly, unless interest rates are unusually high. Investing, on the other hand, allows capital to participate in economic growth, business expansion, and asset appreciation over decades. This is why financially successful people often prioritize investing consistently, rather than simply accumulating idle cash indefinitely. 3. Financial security requires more than just savings. Many people believe having savings automatically creates security, but modern financial stability often requires broader strategy. Inflation, healthcare costs, economic downturns, job instability, and rising living expenses can overwhelm savings alone over long periods. Financial resilience increasingly depends on diversified income streams, investments, adaptable skills, and productive assets capable of generating ongoing value. Saving is only one layer of protection, not the entire system. 2. The goal is not just to save money, it's to build financial leverage. One major mindset shift wealthy individuals understand is that money should eventually create more money. Instead of relying entirely on labor income forever, they focus on building systems where assets, investments, and ownership structures produce additional income independently. This creates leverage. Over time, financial growth becomes less dependent on working more hours and more dependent on owning productive systems capable of scaling beyond direct labor limitations. 1. The real alternative to saving. The deeper truth about money is not that saving is useless. It is that saving alone is incomplete in a world where inflation, rising costs, and economic systems constantly reduce the power of idle cash. Because the truth is simple. Real long-term wealth is usually created not by storing money forever, but by converting money into productive assets capable of compounding, generating income, and appreciating over time. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.